percussion ensemble, I am in jazz ensemble, concert band, and orchestra. Orchestra and concert band are mandatory. Same with percussion ensemble, but only since I play percussion. Percussion ensemble is very stressful and it's very on the ball, hands-on activity at all times, and it's very how do I word it? A lot harder than marching band. Marching band, all they do is like the drummers, they'll focus on rudimentals and marching techniques and stuff, whereas in percussion ensemble we focus on musicality, all your dynamic levels, note ranges. We play a lot more instruments in percussion ensemble as to marching band. Like so for percussion ensemble, my setup could be four different drums, bongos, suspended cymbals with jazz vibes, or a bell kit. Whereas in marching band, you're stuck with just either snare drum, cymbals, bass drum, or quads, or whatever you have it. Concert band is run very well. The doctor who's in charge of it really knows what he's doing, and it's a very well-run ensemble. The guy who does marching band, he knows his stuff pretty well too. Percussion ensemble, my teacher Ted Rounds, he's an absolute genius. He's very well respected in the percussion community. But orchestra, we have a new conductor this year, and she doesn't treat it like it's a professional ensemble. She treats it like it's like we're a bunch of elementary school kids just learning how to pick up their drums or their instruments. So she's just not a very good conductor, and I think the ensemble could be run a lot more professional. Concert band, anybody can join. Orchestra is strictly just for music majors. Percussion ensemble is strictly just percussion majors. But jazz band, say you play a little guitar on the side or a little bass on the side, they'll let you come in and audition, and if you're good enough, you can play. But all of the ensembles are 1 credit hour, which I still don't think is enough credit hours, because you're supposed to practice so many hours a day just for your applied lessons, without even taking into accountability your classes, the ensembles you have to take, and studying and just practicing for the ensembles. But percussion ensemble is 4 credit hours actually, because of how demanding it is and how many hours it is. I think concert band is twice a week for 2 hours at a time, but percussion ensemble is 3 days a week from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. And unless we don't know our music very well, then he'll say, stay there until it's done. And we've been in rehearsal sometimes until 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Yes, they do put stress on your other classes, but since you love what you do, it's not that big of an inconvenience or stress on your life. The only way it's stressful on me is if for some reason I don't have a good performance that day. Dave will know. I'll come home, be all bummed out, and just not be in a good mood because of my performance that day. But if I had a good performance, give myself a pat on the back, good to go. Play piano, and practice piano. You need to know your piano for any instrument you play. Take it serious. This is going to be your career for the rest of your life, and musicians are different from a big corporate company. Say you can play your instrument very well, you know your notes, you know everything, you're well-rounded. But if you go and being a dick, musicians straight up will not hire you for that reason. It's like a small clique, and you need to be well-rounded, talented, and have the attitude to back it up too. Like, you don't want to go into a audition saying like, oh yeah, that guy before me, he was really good. really knew his stuff. He was actually a little bit better than me, but you know, if you hire me, I'll be dedicated to do it. No, you got to go into the ensemble and be like, that guy sucks. This is why I'm better than him, and I'll show you. And I'll show you. Performing is 90% attitude and 10% play. Like me and Ted Rounds, the percussion instructor, pretty tight. Like say he has a performance coming up, a gig, and it pays say $200 a song, and you play 3 or 4 songs, but for some reason he can't do it. If you have the chops to back it up, he'll and you know, he knows you're trustworthy. He'll call you up immediately, and you'll have a bunch of money in your pocket and a professional gig to show for.